tell us from your perspective what devolve means.
Yeah, so really the challenge you have in the world is a concept that was developed by a professor called Joseph Schumpeter in the early part of the last century. He used the term creative destruction. And it's a lovely term and it's a scary term. And creative destruction is almost like a mind exploding concept, right? On the one hand, we talk about things being created. On the other hand, we talk about things being destroyed. And that really is what devolving and devolution is. What you're doing is you are creating new things that eat up the old things. And the challenge that we've got is so much of the world today is built on the old things. Yes. And then along came this amazing technology that allows us to take something that took 100 minutes and do it in 10 seconds. And now, I mean, this is not, a 5 or 10% productivity improvement. This is catastrophic if that was your job. It's amazing if you're a consumer, and it's scary if you're a business. And so that is the challenge we've got here is in a weird way, devolve is a lot like evolution, except what happens is with evolution, you're constantly kind of building up, you're exposing yourself to the environment, and it's driven by environmental factors. What's happening here is an astonishing exponential growth in the capability of technology. And it becomes totally unpredictable as to what the next thing is going to be. Let me give you an example. In 2010, the board of Standard Bank, right? And let me just tell you who was on the board. On the board of Standard Bank was Mamfele Ramfele, was a young man that very few people had heard of called Cyril Ramaphosa. And right? And so the board of Standard Bank, chaired by Derek Cooper, said, Herman, we're a bit worried about where the world's going. Come and spend 2 days with us at the West Cliff and walk us through your view on where the world's going. So for 2 days, I produced like 300 slides. And I was hammering them on the fact that this new thing was going to change the world. It was social. It was about sharing information, photographs, music, tastes. And it was amazing. I mean, what's the name of this thing? And I said, MySpace. And so you can't predict it because in 2010, Facebook was nowhere. And so the challenge that you have, even Uber didn't exist in 2008. So the challenge you have is the world we have today was difficult to predict 10 years ago. Yes. And I guess in a sense, devolve it's difficult to predict where the world's going. What we do know is technology is on a path that can't be stopped. And this technology is basically going to take things that were manual and automate them. And it's going to free up people to do other things. And in particular, it's going to dramatically lower the cost of doing business, lower barriers to entry. And for me, it's going to introduce a golden world where we are going to have to fundamentally rewrite rules of society, right? We're going to rewrite rules of society because what is a job, really? What is work if robots and computers can do so much for us? And, and that for me is what Divolve is all about. It's about this kind of unpacking of businesses and processes and society, and then reassembling it in a new, more efficient way. That's kind of what's happening here. And by the way, that's not how evolution works. If evolution makes small incremental changes, devolution is not like that.